So hey everybody, it's Charmel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how I install my kinky curly hair from Queen Hair Code on AliExpress. So I did create a U-part. Well, actually this is a flip over unit. Actually, it's not a U-part. So it's the no part flip over method. I'm going to start by just cutting the excess lace from my cap. I sew these down, so I don't really need all that extra lace because I'm going to sew it down anyways. This is my braiding pattern. I have one perimeter braid going around, and then I just have some leave out all around my head so I can pull the unit up, and then I just have 4 plaits going straight back. So I'm going to start by just pinning those plaits down so that my base is flat. Take a bobby pin and secure that down. And then I'm also going to take this extra braid and pin that down as well. So I'm going to start by putting the unit on my head and just kind of positioning it where I want it to sit before I sew it down. So as you can see, that's what I'm doing here. Just kind of fluffing the hair out, getting a feel for how it's going to be on my head. And as you guys can see, this is a lot of hair. A lot of hair. So yeah, I'm just going to start by pinning the hair back off my face. And then I'm just going to sew it down. And I'm just going to sew along that perimeter braid all the way around my head. So this is the hair after it's been sewn down, and guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was very overwhelmed when I first had installed this hair. So yeah, you see my face. So now I'm just gonna start trying to shape it and tame it as much as possible. Um, yeah, it's just a lot of hair. I have lengths 22, 20, and 18 inch. So originally I wanted to keep some of my length, so I'm not chopping it too much, or I didn't chop it too much to begin with. Eventually I went and cut it more, but in this video, um, I'm trying to thin it out more than anything. So as you see, I'm going to pull a piece and just take my shears and cut some of the hair from like starting at the close to the weft of the hair and just going down at a jagged angle just to thin it out in areas where I feel like it's too much hair. I did my flip over method. I did the tracks really close together, so it's just a lot of hair at the top of my head, and this hair is just big in general. Um, so yeah, I'm just doing my best trying to work with the hair as much as possible because I didn't know how this was going to turn out when I first installed it. And I want to apologize for the shakiness. My camera was on some kind of setting and I didn't realize it until afterwards. I tried to minimize it as much as possible, but this is the best I could do. So after the cutting, I got a spray bottle and I'm going to tame it using water, and the spray bottle is just water. I had a rough time doing this, guys. My spray bottle was squirting out instead of spraying, and the first day with this hair was a headache, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, I'm just saturating the hair as much as possible. As you can see, I really feel like the hair was really big from me just making my unit and the curls just getting kind of teased and fluffed out. So that's why I think the hair was really big like this when I first installed it. But the water really helped, and I ended up co-washing the hair the next day, and it tamed the hair even more. But yeah, I'm just going to section it into smaller pieces because it's so hard to work with this hair in just a big section. So I'm just going to saturate the hair as much as possible. And then I'm going to take a wide tooth comb and just kind of detangle it. It wasn't really tangled, but um, just kind of define the curls. So just taking a wide tooth comb and starting at the bottom and working my way up and just kind of define the curls and comb it out. So after I use my towel just to kind of wring out the excess water, I'm going to start with some product. The first product I have here is the Moroccan Curling Perfection Defining Cream by Organics, and the next one is the Shea Moisture Curling Gel Souffle. These are like my go-to curly hair products. I didn't know which one I wanted to use, so I ended up using both. I'm going to start with the Organics, the one in the blue bottle, which is like a cream, and just take a little dab of that. This is more like a soft cream defining product. So I'm going to rake that through the hair, as you see. And then I'm going to take some of the Shea Moisture product, the Gel Souffle. Um, that defines the curls really well, and it gives it more of a hold. It's not a super hard hold, but it is sort of like a hard hold. And so I'm just going to take a little bit of that and scrunch that in the hair. And that is pretty much it. So I went in section by section, wet the hair, went through it with my comb, and then added the two products. And yeah, that's how the hair pretty much looked. So here is just a side-by-side comparison. One side where the hair has just kind of picked out, fluffed out versus how it looks once it's been wet, tangled and detangled and defined. And I mean, whatever works for you works for you. I like this more defined look. It is um, not as overwhelming. So yeah, I just did that to the rest of my head. And so this is the final product right here. It's probably maybe like 75% dry. It was still damp, but this is how the hair looks. Um, Eventually I went in more and cut it because the back, it was a little too thin and long, so I wanted it to blend with the fullness at the top of my hair. But yeah, this is how it looks. I did the no part flip over method, so I can wear this hair flipped on either side. I can pull it up in a ponytail. I can do the half up, half down style. Um, yeah, it's just a lot of versatility. As far as my leave out goes, I just added some Hicks and some Eco Styler gel and just brushed it into the hair, and that's pretty much how it blended with the hair on its own. And yeah, that is it. Let me know how you guys like this hair. I've been getting a lot of compliments. Originally, like this first day, I was not feeling the hair. Um, it was took me a it took me a minute to get used to it, but so far, after I found a method that works for me, I am loving this hair. It's definitely a good break and a good change from my straight looks. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all next video. Bye. Hair has just been really, really popular over the past couple of months. This summer, I've just seen a lot of like kinky textured hair that a lot of people have been wearing. So yeah, I've been kind of interested in it. And then I had a client whose hair I did, and she ordered this hair, and it was just really, really pretty. And I was like, I had to order me some of that hair. So